That looks good. Okay. So for anyone tuning in right now, we're just going to give it a minute and let some people find us here. There we go. In frame. Hey everybody so far. Mr. Nacho Macho, it's a cool name. Chorn82, how's it going? Thanks, Bill. I dig this shirt. It's my Trippy Paisley shirt. So we'll give it a couple, like another minute or so, just so that people catch on before we start jumping into stuff. But I don't think I've done a live stream when it's sunny out. Every time I do one, it's at nighttime. This is weird to look out my window and actually see the sun. But still pretty cool. Okay. There we go. That looks pretty darn good. Hey everybody jumping in. All right. Tell us where you are located. Planet Earth. Cardboard head guy, Lady Brains. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Yeah, we can get started now. We've got some humans jumping in. Hello, Kirsten. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, These Reviews. All right. Thanks everybody for jumping in. My name is Giggins. This is going to be a live stream for a couple hours talking about the Beach Boys, Field Flows box set, Record Store Day, the Long Promised Road documentary, recent pickups, my life, and some other things, whatever kind of pops up. So I'm really excited for this one. Hello, These Reviews. I know you've talked about it before, but do you have a favorite song from the Adult Child sessions? I like Life is for the Living. That's pretty cool. Jess, good afternoon from Southern California. Very cool. Hello. Ariel Tor, hello. Finn Kaiser, hello. So yeah, we finally got word that the Field Flows box set is actually coming out after, what, 2 years of waiting for it? It's been a long wait. And it's coming out the end of July of this year in 2021. So if you're watching this video in the future, it's already out. You should go buy it. And multiple formats exist. So I brought out the MacBook because it's a really cool project, and it really looks like they've done their homework on making it look fantastic. Hey Max, the Surfer Girl album, yeah, that's on my list. That'll be done this year probably. John Lennon, hello. So yeah, the Field Flows box set, it's a 5 CD set, which we knew, but you know, it's got both Sunflower and Surf's Up, and then 3 discs of other stuff, just unreleased singles, different mixes, unreleased songs. My favorite thing that I'm really the most interested in are the live versions of the tracks that were done throughout different years. I mean, they have a version of Take a Load Off Your Feet from 93, Long Promised Road from 72, Disney Girls from 1982, which is very weird. Student Demonstration Times, they were playing that a lot, but I mean, this thing is just loaded with so many different alternate takes and just backing vocals, just the backing tracks. Yeah, there are so many new songs. A lot of them we do have already, like Awake or Walkin', that kind of stuff, but these are going to be nice cleaned up versions of it, which is really cool. Do you care to get the colored vinyl set? I did. I got the CD set as kind of a birthday present, and I also ordered myself the record set. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's expensive, but it's also something I'm gonna have in my collection forever. So I'm cool with it. I introduced my friend to the Beach Boys 67 to 71 stuff, and he liked it. That is cool. Yeah, there's also going to be a 2 CD edition, which is basically both albums with some bonus tracks on the end of each disc, which is really nice. And double LP edition, same deal as a CD. And the quadruple LP edition, which is the one that I believe I ordered that one. Yeah, that looks familiar. That's the one that I got. So, one thing I did want to talk about, hey Josh. Josh and Friends podcast. Totally off note, but I really wish they would release the Beach Boys 1976 Anaheim concert footage. Yeah, that'd be a cool show to have. One thing I want to mention about the Feel Flows box set, which if you follow my Instagram you may have seen already, is that the cover art looks similar to a mixed CD that I drew several years ago, where there was one version of this new cover art where Mike and Brian were in 2 different positions, and then the new cover art has Mike exactly above Brian, just like my drawing that I did a couple years ago. So I'm not sure if someone saw that and was inspired by it, but the second I saw it, I was like, that looks like my drawing. So I don't know, I might message the dude who did it and be like, hey, I love your artwork, but it kind of looks like mine. Jamie, hello. Starman, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, what are you guys most excited about with the Feel Flows box set? And if you have seen my Instagram, what do you think of the album cover? And is it close to mine, or am I just seeing things? But the way Mike's beard flows into Brian's hat, and like the whole thing about it, man, just looks like my drawing. I don't have the CD anymore. I gave it to a friend because I made it as like a mix. But so I have the original picture, but not the actual CD anymore. Is the track I'm Going Your Way gonna be on the box set? I think it is. Let me pull it up. Actually, is it? Let's see. Yeah, it is. I'm Going Your Way is on there, yeah. Different mix. If you can see the Beach Boys, any Beach Boys concert throughout their entirety of their career, what one would it be? Oh man, I don't know. I'd probably see them in the early 70s. Oh yeah, 2 CD is going to be still fantastic because it's remastered albums with bonus tracks. So the 2 CD set's totally worth it. I hear you, Lady Brains. I completely hear you. It's not cheap. None of this stuff is anymore. Record companies know that back catalogs are what keep bands afloat, and they will milk that machine for years and years to come. And a great example of that is the new George Harrison box set for All Things Must Pass. There's a $1,000 Uber edition, as they call it, that comes in this big wooden box, and it's got the gnomes from the front cover. Granted, it looks cool. Who the hell's got $1,000 to throw at an album? My God. I mean, yeah, exactly right. And like, look, I love that album, and I'll pick up one of the reissues of it, but I'm not spending $1,000. No, there's only so many alternate takes and bits and pieces of a song that you can hear that are interesting once. It's not like you're gonna put on a box set like that and just play it over and over and over again and be like, man, take 43 of that one little second of that song. Whew, that's the one. That was worth $1,000. No one's gonna do that. It's just to hold this giant wooden crate and be like, see that thing over there? $1,000. Yeah. And you know what they're gonna do? Keep making things like that for just as expensive because people will buy them. And look, if you have the money for it, yeah, knock yourself out. Have fun. That's great. But I just don't get it, man. Like, make it affordable. Make it $200. You know? Am I the only one who likes student demonstration time? I don't mind it. What are the odds of a 60th anniversary tour? They want to do it, so it's probably going to happen. So happy to see the backing track of Need a Mess to Help to Stand Alone and Marcella. Yes, definitely. Aerial Tour. So the 2 CD set is going to be Sunflower and Surf's Up, and they both have their corresponding bonus tracks that are on the larger editions. That's going to be the same. Not willing to sell a kidney to get a wooden bookmark made from a felled tree from his garden. That's exactly it. I mean, granted, yeah, cool, George Harrison tree, but come on, man. Jeff Bezos, yeah, he'll probably buy it. If you can only hear one more Beach Boys song for the rest of your life, what would it be? I mean, one of my all-time favorites is Can't Wait Too Long, so I'd probably throw that one up there. Really want to hear Brian on the piano version of demo of Till I Die. That'd be cool. I want a Feel Flow's box set in the shape of Bruce's top hat. Yes, felled from Bruce's top hat. If you're just joining in, hello, my name is Giggins. This is live stream, June 17th, 2021. We're hanging out, talking about the Beach Boys. We're going to talk about Record Store Day. We're going to talk about documentaries. We're going to talk about getting ripped off by record companies. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. So, hello, thank you for joining. You are most appreciated. So yeah, I mean, I'll buy some version of the All Things Must Pass thing, but not for $1,000 bloody bucks, man. Amazon has already dropped the prices for the CD box set and LP box set for Feel Flows. Really? That's interesting. That's good. It'll make people more inclined to buy it. And the thing is, too, like, this project's been in the works for so long, and granted the Irving Azoff buyout stuff, I'm sure, affected its whole thing, because if you look at their Facebook page now and their website, it's already changing. They're already starting to market themselves and brand themselves differently, which is great. But yeah, the Facebook page has been rocking and rolling in a way different way lately. There's different flow, different feel flow, different character to it. So, you know, I guarantee you before the year ends, we're going to see way more Beach Boys stuff beyond the Feel Flows box set. You know, it'd be so dope if we got the take of the day. Oops. If we got a take of a day in the life of the tree with Brian as the lead. Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. Do you think there will be a special digital download streaming version of Feel Flows with songs not on the physical releases? Probably, Jess. Yeah, that's what they do a lot these days. I definitely foresee them at least putting a couple bonus tracks on there. I know like the McCartney stuff has been like that recently, and somebody else, but yeah, more than likely there will be some digital only stuff. That's just how they do it now. Are you gonna do a review of Spanky and Our Gang? Maybe. Sunday will never be the same. I always thought Brian was the lead. For Day in the Life of a Tree, that was their manager Jack Riley. Favorite Dennis Wilson song? Solo or Beach Boys? Little Bird is up there. Pacific Ocean Blue, River Song. Only With You. He's got a lot. I can't pick one. What other tracks would have been a great title for the box set? I don't know. Feel Flows is a really cool name, and people kind of associate that with like Almost Famous and stuff. Long Promised Road would have been a good name for it as well, but I think that was just already copped for the documentary. But It's About Time, I think, would be a good one. Retail on Amazon for $120. That's not bad. Brian's birthday is in 3 days. Yes, it is. I know. I wish Dennis had a better solo career too. Do you think if these box sets sell well, they will put out a 72 to 73 box set? I don't think they'll do 72 to 73, but I do think they'll do another one. If this one actually does sell pretty well, I think we'll get something maybe like late 60s. And maybe, well, I guess they kind of did that already with the Wild Honey stuff, or whatever it's called, Sunshine Tomorrow. I don't know. I think it'd be cool if they did one for like the 90s sessions, which there wasn't a whole lot, but it'd be nice to see some of that stuff come out. And some of the early 80s stuff I think would be cool. Just like Brian and Dennis at the piano would be interesting. But yeah, I mean, put it this way. The fact that this box set has a physical release is already mind-blowing enough. They haven't done that since the Sunshine Tomorrow, which was now, what, 3 or 4 years ago at this point? So for them to actually invest money into something, into an era of the Beach Boys no one knows about, is mind-blowing. But with the correct marketing, I think it'll work. I think it's going to have some legs, and it's going to be something that will actually be, a really well-respected... Well, I mean, it's going to be well-respected because of the music, but I think it's going to do well for itself. It won't be a number one album or something, but it's going to do pretty well. And that will, because of the new marketing thing they're doing for the Beach Boys, because of the buyout, they're going to see the results of that, and then new adventures will happen. So maybe not so much another box set, but we'll be getting all kinds of different special things. And especially because they're getting older, the chances of them doing another album are a little slim, and there's always going to be Beach Boys fans, and there's always going to be Beach Boys fans who want new content. So, the record companies will always have an ear out for be like, well, let's scrape the bottom of this barrel and see what happens. So, it'll be interesting. Will you ever review Mamas and the Papas if you can believe your eyes and ears? I haven't done that one yet. I can't believe I haven't done that one yet. Yes, I will do that. Oh yeah, Forever, of course. How the hell did I forget that one? Yeah, totally. Who is your favorite Beach Boy and why is it Mike Love? Are you still on track with your own album for winter release? Josh, man, I hope so. There are some life changes happening, and I might have some more free time on my hands. So, possibly. I want it out this year. Yeah, I can potentially see like a 1976 box set just because 15 Big Ones was a big album for them. A Carl and the Passions box set is really like, that's pushing it. The song Feel Flows is still the 2009 version. Yeah, it might be, but they might not have updated it. Sometimes their copy isn't up to date. An official re-release of Summer in Paradise, we can only hope. Once it's released, when and how can we get that Giggins album? It'll be on Bandcamp, and I'll have like a physical thing as well. So I'm gonna figure out. I know of pressing plants that can do vinyl and cassettes. I'll have to look for a CD one. But it'll be an actual physical, real thing that will be for sale. I just listened to the Run of the Mill, and it sounds great. I might have to buy the vinyl release. That's not the $1,000 one. Yeah, you and me both, man. Do you like the Dark Knight movie? Yeah, I do. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but yeah, I do. If you're just joining in, hi, I'm Giggins. I drink out of a plastic lemonade cup I got at a fair 8 years ago, because I'm 12. A Holland archival set would be absolutely fantastic. That really would be. One Armed Gamer, thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the reviews. Will there be an option to buy a signed copy? I'll just sign it for you, man. Is the YouTube channel something you'll continue with for years to come? Just wondering if you have a long-term vision for it. Yeah, Finn, I'm going to do YouTube as long as YouTube exists. this is definitely a home for me and a creative outlet for my brain to work out stress and to basically just put my own thoughts out there about how I feel about certain music and create a dialogue. And I try to create a little tiny positive corner of the internet because YouTube is so full of negativity and it's so full of videos that I don't feel help anyone. Not that I'm saying my videos help anybody, they might, but if you look up, reaction videos are the thing now. Everyone makes a reaction video. They'll watch something and, the thumbnail is them going, not safe for work, Brian Wilson nipple exposed. It's one of those things, and it's like, I just don't get it. Maybe I'm past the generation where that makes sense or something. But I want to make content that has, what I call catalog content, where it's going to be around for a while. And, 10 years from now, people can still watch this stuff and, learn about a band they might not have known about. So that's kind of what I do. I want to make a soundboard for bands that don't get enough attention or, go into good detail about some of these bands. So I have no plans on stopping YouTube anyway. I have other things in the works that I will talk about at some point, but not for now. So there's things growing with this channel that are pretty darn cool. There's definitely beer in that cup. It's water, man. I don't drink. Officially released Hard Time and Carry Me Home, yeah. Favorite Brian Wilson solo album? Probably Lucky Old Son. Would it be too creepy to bring out Dennis and Carl holograms for the 60th reunion? I mean, at this point, you never know. They did it for Buddy Holly. I hope if they ever do a box set of Love You, they will finally release the adult child stuff. Yeah, they'd go together hand in hand for sure. You're my favorite album reviewer. Thanks, man. That means a lot. That really does. I feel like I'm doing a good job. They'll probably just do Carl and the Passions and Holland box set, just like this one. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. I'm just going to ask again, do you think it'll be Bring Horizontal? Damn it, I keep forgetting about that album. every time I look at it on the shelf, I'm like, Chorn. I got to do this one for Chorn. Yeah, I will. I completely will. Completely will. Are they going to do a box for So Tough and Holland? I hope so. Do you game? Not really. I have a PlayStation 2, which is my most recent video game station that I bought brand new in 2001 or whenever it came out, and it still works perfect. So I play that once in a while, but I've thought about getting a PS5 at some point just to sit there and go, wow, because so much has changed. I've always been curious why you haven't seen Brian. I've always been curious why you haven't seen Brian or the Beach Boys band more. If I remember correctly, you've only seen a few concerts of them. Money. Concerts cost money. And it's depending on where they tour in the country. So I've seen Brian solo once? Twice? I saw him do the Smile tour. Did I see him after that? I can't remember. And I saw the Beach Boys on the reunion tour in 2012. And yeah, I guess that was the last time I saw them. But yeah, there was a combination of not having enough cash to go see them and then whether they were going to be in my general area. So I'd love to see them more. But it's just how it goes. John Lennon, thank you so much for the $4.99. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Adult Child needs to be on iTunes. Yes, I agree. Hi, Dave. Hi, Giggins. Happy summer to you. Hello, Dave. Happy summer right back. Are you going to look back on Wings Back to the Egg? Yes. Actually, Back to the Egg is one of my albums I'm going to do pretty soon. I like that album. I'd love to come to California. I really would. It's on my list of things to do in this life. Or maybe in the next one. Love the Sunflower review. Big Beach Boys fan myself. The Love You review also. Your opinions are inspiring and give a new listen to the album. Your love for good music is contagious. Thanks, Jamie. Yeah, I try to bring out the character of the album and hope that relates. And, if people dig it, that's cool. So thank you so much. Happy to see the box set coming. One very minor gripe. I wish they have a DVD, a Blu-ray of performances from the time. Jess, that's an awesome idea. Yeah, completely. Whoops. Hit a button. You guys still there? All right, cool. Yeah, completely agree with you on that one. Have you ever thought about doing your own podcast? Kyle, yes. And that will be something I'll tell you guys about probably in early July. There's going to be big news about stuff like that pretty soon. Funny, that was my first console. I think mine was a PS1 was my first console. What song are you most excited to see the outtakes or scrapped sessions of the box set? Robert, literally everything. I'm excited for everything. It's gonna be, I'm gonna pace myself over like a week and like digest it slowly. I'm not gonna do a marathon run with it and just enjoy it, you know, because it's been so long to wait for that I want to like revel in it for a little bit. So, yeah, nothing too particular. I'm just stoked for the whole thing. Oh, John Lennon, thanks so much for stopping by, man. Have a good one. Take care. What's your favorite Beach Boys album? I get asked this a lot, and I don't really have an answer. But if I had to pick one, probably Friends. Really like Friends. And then Sunflower. Yeah, maybe those. Maybe those. DC or Marvel? Also, do you know that they're making Batman: The Long Halloween Parts 1 and 2? I did hear about that. Yeah, that's cool. I tend to lean towards DC, just because that's what I grew up with. But yeah, probably DC. Sega Genesis, sweet. Yeah, my friends all had those growing up. Luan? Hope I'm not pronouncing your name wrong. Hi there, Giggins. Good vibrations from Brazil. Whoa, cool. Just getting into Of Montreal, like Satanic Panic and Hissing Fauna. Where do I go next? You are one of my favorite channels. Thank you so much. Of Montreal is one of my favorite bands of all time. After you do those two albums, check out Sunlighted Twins or Skeletal Lamping. Those two would be perfect from there. Finally picked up a copy of Made in California. That's a great box set. Yeah, I want to get a copy myself someday. I've seen it. I've looked through it a bunch. Yeah, really cool set. I've always loved Darlin'. Any takers on that one? Darlin's a fantastic song. If you guys are just joining in, hello, my name is Giggins. We're talking about the Beach Boys right now. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff, but right now we're talking about the Beach Boys. This did hold Lemonade many moons ago. Would you see the Beatles in hologram? No. What's your favorite vocal moment in the Beach Boys catalog? Probably when they sang Ding Dang. I think that's probably... That was like... They made it. They really nailed it on that one. That was like the pinnacle moment. After that, it's been all downhill, but that was like... Remembered for one thing. There we go. Ding Dang. Ding and a ding dong. Classic stuff. You guys want to see what I got for Record Store Day? I can show off some of that. Not too many things, but definitely some cool things. STE. I also laugh emoji face. All right, well, let's look at some Record Store Day stuff. How about that? Actually, yeah, it's going to be... I got stuff all over the place here. Cool. In my opinion, the Beach Boys' Love You was the last great album. Yeah, completely. Definitely. Have you ever considered doing an interview with one of the Beach Boys? Yes. What field do you work in? That one. So for Record Store Day, actual releases, I got 2 in the store, and then 2 I ordered online, and they just came in today, actually, so I'm really excited about that. But I made a video about this on Sunday, and I uploaded it to my computer, but just the audio came out. So there's no video, but The Creation in stereo, really great 60s psychedelic pop rock stuff. It sounds fantastic. These are 2016 stereo mixes, and they just sound great. The drums are punchy. The whole thing's just dynamic and in your face. It's a really great sounding album, so check out The Creation. Also got Regimental Sergeant Zippo, the Elton John debut album, if you will, that never was. It's good. It's not my favorite thing I ever buy him, but it's definitely cool to hear him in this sort of psychedelic influenced trip. But yeah, so there's that one. Hey Glenn, have you heard 10 Hours of Ding Dang Shortening Bread? Love those records to a point. Yeah, I've heard a lot of it. Oh wow, we got a couple people from Brazil. That's so cool. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Also, so those are the two I picked up in the store. And then I picked up a couple of just randoms. Parliament's Motor Booty Affair, which comes with the original pop-up on the inside. Bam! You don't see that too often. So I had to grab that one. I also picked up a mono copy of the Beatles in stereo, because that makes a difference. But it was in really good shape and super cheap. So, you know, I loved hearing it narrated in stereo before, so hearing it narrated in mono, that's just gonna do it. And then a copy of Please Please Me. This is a German early 70s copy, and I was really stoked to find this because I've been looking for this for a while. And if you guys follow Andrew at Parlogram Auctions on YouTube, he does fantastic videos about the Beatles, and he was raving about this particular copy, and he was right. It sounds awesome. It's just super in your face. It's alive, it's electric, it just sounds exciting. So, yeah, really cool to have this one. And then the two that came in today, for Record Store Day anyway. Face Dances from The Who, which I haven't even opened these yet, but this is the Half Speed Master 40th anniversary, so I'm really stoked to have this one. I can't wait to play this tonight. It's a 2-album set, and side 3 has some demos on it, which most of them I've heard before. But it's got a different version of Don't Let Go the Coat with Pete singing it, which I don't think I've heard that. And then side 4 is all live stuff from Rock Palast in 1981. So, really cool to have that one. And this one I was really excited to finally get. Oddity and Extras from the Zombies. I've been trying to collect as much of the Zombies as I can lately. And I just can't get enough of them. They're such a magical little band. They just sound fantastic. I haven't heard a bad song from these guys, so really, really happy to have grabbed that one. Catch up on comments here. MIA or LA? Probably LA album. Yeah, the Get Back movie is going to be spread out into a 6-hour documentary on Disney Plus, which means I've got to buy yet another streaming service to watch something. So There once was a time where you had Netflix or Hulu, and that was it, and it was awesome. And now every single channel, every single network has their own streaming app, which, you know, old man yells at cloud, but come on, man. The only good song on People Like Us is People Like Us. Also, Sing for Your Supper is awesome, in my opinion. Mama Cass is underrated. Yeah, Mama Cass had a fantastic album, and People Like Us is definitely kind of an album, but that song is really good. Busy Doing Nothing's one of my favorites. Yeah, I love that, the Bossa Nova Shuffle on that one. What was their best album in your opinion after I Love You, aside from That's What Got Me on the Radio? Probably Beach Boys 85. I dig that one. You know, it's got the 80s production on it, but there's some good songs. I mean, Get You Back, Maybe I Don't Know, Where I Belong. There's some real solid stuff on there. They were really trying to sound current, I mean. Love your collection, Giggins. When did you buy your first record and what was it? I don't really know. Like, my first new vinyl, like buying a new record, was the Green Album by Weezer in 2000 or 2001, whenever that came out, at Hot Topic, because they had records there and they were super cheap because no one was buying records in 2001. So that was probably my first new album. And my first, like, used album? I don't know. I remember buying a copy of Who's Next, which I still have. I bought that when I was like 15 at a record store back home. And before that, I was gifted a lot of records. Like, my aunt and uncle gave us, my brother and I, we got a bunch of records from them at one point. And of course, my parents' collection, we had those. Um, yeah, so maybe the Green Album or Who's Next. Something like that. What song do you advise to start listening to with the Zombies? Definitely their hits. She's Not There, Tell Her No, Time of the Season. You can't go wrong with those three. And then from there, like When You're Ready is a great song. Anything off of Odyssey and Oracle. Man, they're just such a good band. Disney Plus is amazing. They have all the Simpsons on there. I know, that's like the one thing I'm looking forward to. If I do get Disney Plus, I get the Simpsons. At least the first 10 years anyway, and I'm happy about that. Favorite book on the Beach Boys? I've got a couple. The Beach Boys FAQ is actually really good. I like that one a lot. Then there's the Keith Badman sort of journal book. I like that one a lot. What should you prefer more, Beach Boys Party or the Party album without all the random background party noise? I like the background party noise, so I'm going to go with that one. Oh, I love Queen. Great band. Carousel 44. Yeah, I love that song. Yeah, such a bouncy song about someone's boyfriend coming back from jail. Did you like Love and Mercy? Yeah, totally. It was really well done. I got a couple other albums I can show. So this one, I'm going to do a review on this one soon. This came in the mail last week, 2 weeks ago. And I wasn't expecting it. But I worked with a couple different record companies there's one out of Brooklyn, and there's one out of Connecticut, and there's another one out of Pennsylvania that I once in a while get records from to do reviews of. And this one just showed up on my doorstep one day, and completely random. They didn't tell me they were sending it. But it's Giant Drag, which, Lady Brains, I know you remember them. And this is a collection of 2 of their EPs pressed as one record. And it's really cool. It's the first release through a new record company called Rip Roaring Records. And it's on gold vinyl, so I gotta show you what this looks like. Yeah. Looks kind of brown on the lighting here, but yeah, it showed up on my doorstep, and I immediately sent the dude a message, and I was like, did you guys mean to send this? And they were like, yeah, we figured it was probably something you'd like. And I was like, you're right. So it's cool for me too, because I don't have any of their stuff on vinyl. I think this is the only vinyl release they've ever had so far. But there's only 500 copies printed up, and I think it's out now, or it's coming out soon. I can't remember. It's happening soon, but they put out an EP in 2010, which I never even knew about, called the Swan Song EP. Never heard of that one. But yeah, so stoked to dig into that one eventually. You should be, hey, Tim Allen. Hey, Tim. You should be able to get a 1-week free trial of Disney Plus. And oh, that's a good idea. That's a smart move. What are your thoughts on the song Beach Boys by Weezer? It's okay. It's not my favorite thing by them, but it's okay. Favorite Disney movie? Jeez, I don't know if I have one. I don't know. I like the Donald Duck cartoons because he's just trying to sleep the whole time. He's just looking for a place to be comfortable, and nothing in life will let him relax. So I think those are good. Oh, cool. You still listen to Giant Drag? I haven't played them in years. So it was one of those things where like it came in the mail. I was like, holy crap! Like, college called. Have you listened to any of Scott Weiland's solo material? If so, what do you recommend? I have not listened to any of Scott's solo stuff. Didn't he do a jazz album at one point? Why does it sound familiar? Tiny Music, that's also my favorite Stone Temple Pilots album. Yeah, I love that one. Got an art school girlfriend, yeah. Do you consider the Party album the very first Unplugged album? Yeah, it's a cool way to look at it. Sure. Yeah. Will you review Queen Greatest Hits? I can. Tomorrow is Macca's birthday, and 2 days is after is Brian's birthday. Yes. Takes and songs you're looking forward to the most on the Field Flows box set? The whole thing, really. There's nothing in particular. The whole experience. I can't wait. Which biographies are the best? Geez, I don't know. There's a lot of good ones out there. One of my favorites about the Beatles is the one that Mark Lewinson did. It's a 3-part series. Only the first part's out now. It's called Tune In. That was really good. Will Brian be joining the Beach Boys for the 60th anniversary tour? Probably. I don't think they would do it without him. Plus, the paycheck is going to be really sweet with the Irving Azoff money behind him now. What else did I get lately? Yeah. So you guys have seen those. I think you've seen most of that stuff. Or no, probably not. I don't know. Ram or wildlife? Ram. You hyped for Long Promise Road? Yes. So we finally got a clip of Long Promise Road this morning or yesterday of Brian and I can't think of the dude's name, David Fine, I think was his name, driving in the car to go to the studio, and Brian's a little bit nervous. And it was just cool to hear Brian chat, because we're so used to him in his interview state where he just doesn't want to be there. So hearing him just kind of hang out, be comfortable, and chat for a little bit, I think we're in for a really special movie. I think we're in for a treat with this one. I think it's going to be one of those eye-opening experiences as a Beach Boys fan that a lot of people are going to talk about for a long time. Early 70s albums are so underrated. Yes. Yes, they are. Dr. Landy, hero or villain? Hero at first, and then became the villain really quick. Do you like worms? Yeah. Oh, Finn, thank you so much. Figured this was the least I can do for all the great content you provide. That really means a lot. Thank you so much. That's truly awesome. A tip of the hat. I just listened to my cassette of the LA album. You know, I really like the tape, except for the disco tune, which is okay. Yeah, it's really not a bad album. I mean, it's one of those albums where there's times where I'm not into it at all, and there's other times where I'm like, yeah, okay, I can get behind this. Mike Love, not War. Thoughts? Yeah, definitely not War, but I guess Mike Love. Speaking of Mike Love, there's an album review coming out. It's either tomorrow or next week of Unleash the Love. And I filmed it, I think, in December or early January of this year. And I kept putting it off. And I was like, do I really want to put this out? Oh, Aerial Tour, thanks so much for stopping by. Do you think Brian has another good album left in him after No Peer Pressure? Yeah, I think Brian's got another one left in the can for sure. So yeah, there's a review coming out of Unleash the Love that I think I did like 7 or 8 months ago now. But there's that, there's a Beatles ballads coming up soon, and something else. So like the next 3 or 4 reviews are like old videos I recorded a long time ago. So, you know, that'll be cool. Do you want to dance? Yeah. Your thoughts on Here Comes the Night? I love that song. One of my favorites. Who is the second best harmony vocal group? Honestly, like the Hollies are pretty high up there. I'm still in awe that Mike Love NASCAR album exists. Right there with you, Ivan. Did you ever see the Howard Stern interview with Mike Love where he gets flustered when they mention his Rockwell theme speech? No, I've never seen that, but that's really funny. Your Summer Dream is an amazing song. I don't understand why almost nobody talks about it. That's a fantastic song. That's one of their best early songs. What do you honestly think about Summer in Paradise? It's really not that bad. Um, it's actually I'm doing that again for one of those spin it again videos where like I review something I've already done. I'll be doing that fairly soon. But yeah, there was a night maybe a year ago where I played that album like 4 or 5 times in a row, and I was like, it's not terrible. It's really not that bad. I think it's just got this stigma behind it because Brian's not there. So, favorite Beach Boys song? I don't have one. There's too many to pick. Is John Stamos a Beach Boy? I'd say so. I mean, just in the same way as like, um, Bobby or Billy Hinsche or Carl. I mean, there was so many musicians that worked with them over the years that are considered of the group. So yeah, I'd say John Stamos is a Beach Boy. My dad's favorite Beach Boys song is "The Little Girl I Once Knew." It's an awesome song. Best memory you have while listening to the Beach Boys, like a good moment with something by them playing in the background, playing in the back of something. I mean, recently, if I hear "That's Why God Made the Radio," or anything from that album, it instantly reminds me of I was working for a bookstore at the time, and I had just moved out of my parents' house. I was living by myself. So I mean, when I hear that album, I think of that kind of stuff. I think about like driving to work and the people I worked with and the environment I was in. So that song, that album for sure does that kind of stuff for me. The rest of their stuff, not so much. It's just kind of always been a part of my life. But that album in particular always brings me back to what year was that? 2012 when that came out. That sounds right. So it takes me back to then, and learning how to live by yourself and learning how to grow up, I suppose. Best instrumental song the Beach Boys did. I mean, Diamond Head's one of my favorites, but it's not really them. But I've met and talked to Brian on the phone. Truly touched by the hand of God. Yeah, for real. I mean, talking to Brian would be absolutely insane. Yeah. That's What Got Me the Radio is really underrated. Top 10 material for me. Yeah, it's a fantastic song. I mean, the album itself, I'm doing a review of that this year as well. It's not my favorite thing they've ever done, but it's definitely enjoyable, and there's some really great moments on it. Mm. Yeah, let's go away for a while. It's a great choice for an instrumental song. Yeah, yeah, That's What Got Me the Radio is definitely interesting. Um, from There to Back Again, Pacific Coast, that opening song. I haven't played the album as a whole in a long, long time, so it's something I gotta go back to. Yes, Summer's Gone. That's a fantastic track. Yeah, I mean that was meant to be the last song the Beach Boys ever had. Brian wrote that song in the '90s, and he was hanging on to it purposely to do with the Beach Boys to be their last song. So if they do make another album, you know, it is what it is. How many songs were there in the original Smile? I don't know. Probably like 20 or something. I have no idea. Are there any Beach Boys albums you wish they never made? No, because it's all it's all discussion points. It's all about who they are or where they were in their lives or what they were trying to do for their career. Every album tells a story, as dividing as it can be. It's fun to have everything out there. Two Weeps, how's it going? Do you think the boys should have played more instruments on Pet Sounds and Smile? No, I think they played the right amount. Brian needed the Wrecking Crew people to do what he wanted to do to get that sound out of there. Oh, thanks, Jordan. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna invest in a new chair. This thing is not comfortable anymore. It used to be. No, it's not. It needs new padding or something. If you're just joining in, hello, my name is Giggins. This is a live stream. What time is it? The laptop says it's going on 5 o'clock. All right, cool. So we'll do another hour or so of this. Favorite Beach Boys album? Yeah, if I had to pick one, probably Friends or Sunflower or Wild Honey or Holland or Pet Sounds, or I can't pick one, but those are some of my favorites. Love You is a good one. Yeah, one of those. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Bro Nation? Can't read that. Yeah, the guys were out touring when Brian was in the studio, so, you know, Carl did some stuff on Pet Sounds, he played some guitar. And I think he did some on Smile too, but not too much. The guys instrumentally weren't being used until Smiley Smile. And at that point, the whole dynamic changed, which sounds great. I like having the two different worlds there of the Beach Boys sound. Yeah. Yeah, so beyond Beach Boys stuff, I'm gonna, oh, Dreadful Dan. Hey, buddy. What's up, man? Beach Boys fans can be snobs. Message boards full of bashing the early stuff, aka the hits. Yeah, yeah. I used to be on one of the message boards of the Beach Boys years and years ago, and I just stopped reading it because it was just so negative all the time, and I was like, this sucks. Like, I want to talk about I want to have a good discussion, and that was kind of one of the, starting points for this channel was to do something positive, so we can go and have a good time and just feel safe and, talk about this stuff together in a very open way. Because, I mean, it's the same for any band, really, but when you have an opinion that's different from everybody else, you're going to get ripped on. It's just how it is. But it's so easy to be negative, and that sucks, Thoughts on the Beatles' Get Back album by Glyn Johns? Good album. What do you think of Love and Mercy? It was a fantastic movie. Very well done. Is it true that all the Mamas and Papas got destroyed? Oops. One Arm Gamer. So the original tapes of the Mamas and the Papas albums, most of them were destroyed in a fire or taped over. So that's why for years CD copies sounded terrible because it was like a fourth generation use of whatever tapes that remained, and they just didn't sound that good. Sundazed, the record company out of New York, they found original mono tapes somewhere. I forget where they found them, but they've since reissued those albums in those early mixes, and they sound fantastic. So there's versions of those albums that do sound good, which is nice. Hey Al, you're not late. We're still hanging out. How was the Friday music of Elvis' second LP? Yeah, it sounds awesome. That was a hell of a score. I got that one and A Date with Elvis at the same time, both for $10, and then I went online and I knew they weren't gonna be that cheap, and people are selling for like 60, 70, 80, 90 bucks. I was like, all right, well, made out really good on that one. If they keep releasing these box sets, in which album do you think they would run out of good material? After Love You, probably, would be a little shaky, probably. Hey, Emily. How's it going? Good to see you. You just got to ignite the light and let it shine. Just like the night. Just own the night, like the 4th of July. I'm down with that. Ever listen to Steely Dan? Yes. Dig the tie. Well, thank you. What are your favorite Brian non-Beach Boys productions from the 60s? Ooh. I mean, Guess I'm Dumb is a classic. That's easily one of the ones that pops up in my brain a lot. The stuff he did with the Honeys is great. There's a lot. Do you think That's What Got Me the Radio the single recaptures some of Brian's magic. Um, I mean, he's had that magic for a long time. I think it recaptured the Beach Boys' magic, having the other guys singing with him, and some of those chord changes are just powerful enough in a nostalgic sense that you're hearing something you grew up with that has a familiarity to it. I guess that can be a magical thing. What records do you have that are first issues? A lot. A lot. A lot. What's your favorite cover of a Beach Boys song? Like the Beach Boys doing someone else's song or someone doing a Beach Boys song? When I was a little kid, I thought horseradish was made from real horses. Yeah. The weirdest part is when they combine the horse with the radish. That's I don't want to be there for that one. I gonna review Carpenter's album. I can. Is American Spring worth diving into? Yeah, totally. That's some good stuff. Do you think Brian will ever get to collab with Paul McCartney? Oh, he has. They've done a couple things together, but it'd be cool to see him do it again. Yeah. What do you think about Wild Honey? One of my favorite albums. Fantastic. Cardboard Head Guy, thank you so much. Yes, I will definitely be doing Turtle Soup and Battle of the Bands from the Turtles this year. That's definitely on my list. So that will definitely be happening. Guess I'm Done by Glenn Campbell should have been a top 10 smash. Yeah, totally. It's such a good song. It really is. Yeah. I finally got 2 Beach Boys albums. Surfing Safari and Pet Sounds. Can't go wrong there, man. Can't go wrong there. That's some good stuff. Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with us. Holy moly, there's a lot of people here. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is so cool. Glad you're all here, having a good time. Dreadful Dan, my EP is coming along. I'm kind of changing my course on what I want to do with it. It might be an acoustic thing because of my where I live. It's hard to do loud things, so it might just be an acoustic thing for now, which is fine. Jesus and the Mary Chain doing Surfing USA. I've never heard that. That's awesome. I didn't even know that existed. I'll look that up. That's really funny. Is it still an EP or now is it an album? It's an EP. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do an album at some point, but an EP for now. Have you ever thought about doing an overview of your entire collection? Maybe. Maybe at some point. Do you think Dennis Wilson would have made a great solo career? With the right marketing behind him? Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. Do you have any shellac records? Yeah, I do. I've got a bunch of Edison records and some really early like 30s blues stuff. And then I've got a couple really early rock and roll ones. I've got Chuck Berry, Little Richard, and some other ones. Do you have Postcards from Paradise? Or Postcards, yeah, it's the Ringo one. Postcards from California, yeah, I do. I did a review on that a couple years ago, I think. Another artist covering the Beach Boys. Yeah, let's see. I'd have to really think about it. Nothing's jumping off the top of my head, so I'd have to think about. The only thing I can think about is the Muppets doing Kokomo, which isn't really what I want to go with, but yeah. I don't have any Graham Parsons albums, no. Let's pick up some of his. Do you think the Beach Boys are more talented than the Beatles? They're both extremely talented for their own reasons. No one's better than the other on that one. Yeah, I wish they would do a physical release for those sets they've done over the last couple of years too, Wes. Completely agree. Do you like West Coast Pop Art Experimental Band? I only know a little bit about them, so I'll say yes for what I know. Would you spend actual money on Stars and Stripes Volume 1 and Summer in Paradise if they had vinyl reissues? You bet I would. I'd be first in line. Favorite TV show? Probably Community or Arrested Development. But yeah, Community's like my jam. I know you live up Montreal. Any other current artists you recommend for fans that are more psychedelic Beach Boys era? Um, hmm. Like a modern psychedelic stuff? Jeez. My first gut instinct was to say like old Tame Impala, like their first couple albums. Back when they were back when they were good. Back when he was good. No, he's still making good stuff, but I just don't care for the new stuff. Yeah, like modern psychedelic bands. I'm trying to think of some groups that are kind of in that vein. Nothing's coming to mind, really. I'd have to think about that. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Todd Rundgren's Good Vibrations is a spot on remake. I know I've heard that. Fleetwood Mac do a good version of Farmer's Daughter. That's true. Okay. How about Weezer doing a Beach Boys type of record or have ever? They have never done one. No, it'd be cool. I mean, the closest they got was some of the stuff on the White Album they did. I got an absolutely trashed copy of the Beach Boys 20 Greatest Hits. Nice. And a pretty nice copy of Holland for $5 at a flea market recently. That's awesome. I'm not sure if you've mentioned it yet. Did Mike really try to have Dennis's material removed from the Field Flows box set? That's one of the rumors. I don't know if it's true. And geez, I hope it's not true. I really hope it's not true. One Year Opinion is the most underrated band for me. I love the Mamas and the Papas. Mamas and the Papas are definitely a super underrated group. I'd also throw in the Love and Spoonful, the Rascals, hell, even the Zombies or the Hollies. In terms of like just great material. I mean, the Zombies are really only known for like 3 songs, and they made one of the best albums of all time. But they've also continued to make music in the last 10 years, and that's really, really good. They put out an album called Still Got That Hunger 5 years ago, I think, and it's a really good album. Granted, it's Rod and Colin with a handful of new guys, but, well, I mean, I use that term loosely. But it's a fantastic album. If you ever heard Still Got That Hunger, it's fantastic. There's a song on there called Chasing the Past that will be stuck in your head forever. Great album. When I hear God Only Knows, I think I don't want anything. I just want my Carl back. And that's, yeah, I know. That quote about Brian talking about Carl does hurt. Tame Impala is a good shout. There's a band called Ramones, which do basically Beach Boys early style songs in the style of the Ramones. That's cool. I'll have to pick up some of that. Ooh, King Gizzard. Yeah, that's a great, yeah. The one, King Gizzard's a good choice for like modern psychedelic stuff. Totally. The Beach Boys doing Satisfaction. I think I have. Yo La Tengo doing Little Honda. Never heard that one before. That's cool. Love is a very good band. They're definitely underrated. Got any Dean Martin albums? Yeah, I've got a couple. Yeah. Hollywood Eden. Joe Sullivan. Great book. Lots of Beach Boys info. Would make a great review for your channel. Oh, thanks, Alan. I'll take a look. Plenty of Beach Boys adverts on UK TV at the moment. That's cool. What would it take to get McCartney and Wilson to release a song or an album together? A miracle. Leopoldo, hello. DJ Lee, thanks for showing up, man. Welcome to the party. It's so weird to be doing this with the sun out. This is blowing my mind. Have you considered reviewing some of your jazz and early rock albums? Yeah, definitely. I've got a decent jazz collection. It's not anything crazy, but I do like what I have. Yeah, that's something that's definitely on my list, for sure. Sunshine, yes, I did check out Explorers Club a little while ago. I think right after the last live stream we did, yeah. I was digging it, definitely. Ugh. Ding dang, it's DJ Lee. There he is. Somewhere over here or over there. DJ Lee doesn't miss anything. If you guys aren't following Lee's channel, give him a follow because his remixes are some of the best things I've ever heard. What's your opinion of Peter Criss? I don't have anything against him, I guess. You know, he was a decent drummer. I think Eric Carr was a better drummer than Peter was, but in terms of like the style of Kiss, it was cool to have him there, and I love his voice. His voice is great. You know, when he does like Hard Luck Woman or Beth or what was the other one that he did? I can't think of the name of the song right now. But his voice was great, so I think his voice was awesome. Is awesome. Excited for the Seasons project from Weezer? I don't know too much about that. Ever hear any of David Marks' stuff? Yes. Do you know who sang Brian's high parts in the Live in 66 Japan record? Whoever it was really seemed to make the effort for that leg of the tour. Probably Al. Al used to do a lot of Brian stuff live. Eric Carr, miss him. Yeah, Eric was a fantastic drummer, a really great member with Kiss. He blended in well. He just seemed like a really good dude, and yeah, he was an awesome drummer. Really, really good drummer. Actually, Emily, like I commented on your Instagram the other day about the song "I Still Love You," and his drums on that song are knockout. And that whole album, his drumming is fantastic. Was that Creatures of the Night? Yeah, that feels right. His drums on that one are awesome. The timing on like Lick It Up, I mean, his drumming was so solid. Are you an advocate for transcendental meditation? And I don't mean the song. I'm not like an advocate. I don't go around telling people to do it, but meditation is it's awesome. I mean, the benefits of it are great. If you can actually meditate, yeah, I think there's actual benefits there. I can't turn my brain off enough to do it. Like I've tried 1,000 times to meditate, and it's not something I can do easily. So I'd have to like really work on it. But yeah, if you dig meditation, do it. Do you know if the 5 CD box set of Field Flows has everything, or are there other tracks vinyl only? No, I think the 5 CD box set does have everything, and then the vinyl set is missing some stuff. I'm pretty sure. Van Reeser review? Yes, that will be happening soon. Have you ever listened to Let Me Rock You? That album's awful, and his 2007 album, All for One, is even more awful. I've never heard that one before. I remember when it came out, but I never heard that one. Have you seen the movie Catch Me If You Can? It's great. I think so. Have you reviewed either of the Jellyfish albums? I have not. Creatures, yes, the album is on fire. Yeah, Creatures of the Night, such a good album. What creatures of the night? Any thoughts on Target now carrying K-pop albums? Yeah. I actually bought the new Twice album because I think they're awesome. And Alcohol Free is a really cool song, so eventually I'll do a review of this thing, but yeah. I think it's great that Target is carrying K-pop, and it's such an accessible store to get to. Most people can get to a Target, and to be able to see music like that is fantastic. I've always wondered what David would have done if he stayed with the Beach Boys. I don't think he would. I don't think he would have stayed with them. He was so young, and he was still trying to figure himself out. I don't think he would have been in the band for much longer anyway. Mike Love likes you for trying, but he doesn't love you for not sticking with it. I can't do meditation either. I tried. My mind wanders off. Yeah, Lee, I'm the same way. Like, I can't get it to stop. Kyle, thanks for hanging out. Good seeing you. Worst Beach Boys album pre-1985 Beach Boys? I mean, if I had to pick one, probably like MIU or LA, but that's pushing it. Go ready? Hello? If BTS can get a McDonald's meal, what would a Beach Boys McDonald's meal look like? I would call it the Cocaine Sessions, and it would just be a picture of Brian and Dennis on a cheeseburger. I think that's what they would do. That's a bad joke, but you know, we all know the story. Did you hear how threatening Mike Love's voice was on Unleash the Love? Why does his voice sound good sometimes and awful the other times? Auto-tune! So cool you bought alcohol free. Yeah, I really dig that song. I mean, I like Twice anyway. I bought their last album too, Eyes Wide Open, which is really good. Do you have Spotify playlists we can follow or make? So the one asked if I have a Spotify playlist or anything. Long story short, there's going to be some pretty cool updates for the Giggins channel within the month. I can't talk too much about it for right now, but there's going to be a podcast, there's going to be Spotify playlists, there's going to be a lot of exclusive content on a particular website coming up soon, and I'll announce that probably, what day is it here? Early July. I'll make a note about that to talk about it. So yeah, there will be a playlist at some point. Dude, the No Mask era of Kiss is fantastic. Heaven's on Fire is one of my favorite songs. If I ever get married someday, that's the song we're gonna get married to. Thoughts on John Wick? I actually just saw one of those movies with my parents, and it was actually really interesting. The choreography of the fight scenes was fantastic. Cocaine and a bunch of cheeseburgers. That's, yeah, right. Hey, Oliver, how's it going? Tears Are Falling is a great song. Yep. I like food. That would be a great name for it. Oh, Dan, take care, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. What's your favorite of Montreal track? Weezer track, not found on Pinkerton or Blue. And favorite Beach Boys car song? That's a lot of questions, man. My favorite of Montreal song? I don't know if I have one. I have tons of favorites. I'll go album-wise, like Satanic Panic, Hissing Fauna, Paralytic Stalks, Cocalico, Bedside Drama, some of those. And then Weezer track, not found on Blue or Pinkerton. LA Girls from the White Album, love that one. And favorite Beach Boys car song? I'm just gonna say This Car of Mine because it was on the Do It Again tape that I got when I was a kid, and it reminds me of that tape. The Beach Boys meal on McDonald's should have root beer and shortening bread. That's perfect. Yes. Ram Raj is a great Mike Love song. Yeah, actually, it's pretty good. Kiss documentary at A&E live tweet with me on June 27th and the 2nd. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I knew that was coming up soon. Happy Meal toy should be wind chimes. Were Bruce and Carl friends? Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah. What do you think is the likelihood we'll see one last Beach Boys album? It's definitely a possibility. There's enough songs floating around. Which version of the Feel Flows box set did you order if you did? I got the 4 vinyl edition. By the way, the Big Sur was released on Spotify. Yeah, that version of Big Sur is fantastic. I have to admit, I think I like it better than the Holland one. I got the CD set and the colored records from the website. Brian, I like cocaine. Dennis, I like women. Carl, I like cheeseburgers. David, I hate Murray. Custom Machine, that's a great song. I want the 5 CD, but it's expensive. It really is. I mean, yeah, none of this stuff is cheap. Saw your Stack of Tracks vid. Really good. Left a lengthy comment about the mini history. Oh, sweet. Thanks, L7. I'll check that out. I'm behind on responding to comments. But I will get back to responding to comments when I can. Which will hopefully be soon. Do you know if the Feel Flows box set is selling well pre-order wise? I haven't heard about that yet. I don't know. Beach Boys have not called me up lately. Still waiting for that call. Mike. Justin says, love the channel. If you ever do a roundtable Beach Boys discussion on your podcast, I'd love to guest. Private message me. I'd also do audio and video production, so if you need help on your channel, I'm happy to help. Thanks, Justin. That's awesome, man. Yeah, no, if I do, there's definitely going to be podcasts in the future, several versions of podcasts, and that's something I'll go into more when it's finalized, but there will be a podcast that will work well for discussion, and yeah, love to have you on, man. It'd be fun. Favorite Star Wars movie? Probably Empire, but I love Return of the Jedi. I know people crap on that one, but Ewoks, man. I like the Ewoks. Feel Flow's box set was top 10 on Amazon UK. Holy crap. Awesome. What are your thoughts on the Hype Morgan sessions? I always enjoyed Barbie and What is a Young Girl Made Of? Yeah, I mean, it's good stuff for them figuring out how to write songs. It really isn't that bad. Hang on to your ego, or I know there's an answer. I know there's an answer I think is better, yeah. Justin, good vibes. Right back. Yeah, the projects I have coming up I'm really excited about because it's going to be a whole different thing for the Giggins channel. There will still be the Giggins YouTube channel. That will never go away. Always going to be reviews and whatever topic video I come up with. But the other platform I'm going to be working on is going to be a much more in-depth, much more involved kind of thing, and much more involved with you guys, with the community. So it's going to be much more back and forth, easier to access each other so we can talk to each other easier. And yeah, I'm just so stoked for it. So once everything is put in place, I'll be able to talk about it more. But I think you guys are really going to dig it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Favorite Brian solo album, That Lucky Old Sun. I once saw a Beach Boys record signed by the original 5 guys. Damn, that's cool. How about the new Brian documentary? Yeah, so we'll be able to see that probably in July or August. It just came out at Tribeca like yesterday, so we're not going to see a release of it till probably a couple months from now. L7, yeah, I remember the Reverberation set. I remember that, yeah. Holland is the best Beach Boys album. It's definitely one of them. Definitely not unpopular at all. An unpopular opinion would be like Stars and Stripes being their best album. A lot of Beatles fans hate Pete for some reason, but I'm glad he got money from Anthology 1. He made out really well from Anthology 1. That was his big payday. He finally got paid for his work as a Beatle. I like Pete. He was all right. Giggins, do you like Mount Vernon and Fairway? Yep. Most and least favorite postcard on the LA album cover. Jeez, I'd have to look at it. I can't remember. In your opinion, are Blu-rays becoming obsolete because I don't want to replace them all 4K? Slowly, yeah, but we'll have Blu-rays for years. They're not going to get rid of Blu-rays anytime soon. Have you ever seen Detroit Rock City? It's kind of bad, but essential. I saw parts of it years ago. I think it played on VH1 at one point. But yeah, Emily, I've seen parts of it, but I've never seen the whole thing straight through. It was cool for what it was, you know. Nobody should have the opinion that Stars and Stripes is the best. Joe says, by the way, I found your channel looking for reviews of Weezer's OK Human, which is great. Then I found your plethora of Beach Boys reviews. I'm a huge Beach Boys fan. Glad to see like-minded people out there. Joe, thanks for coming to the party, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. That's awesome. Stars and Stripes is the best album. Just kidding. Beatles' White Album is the best by a mile. Fight me if you don't. Fight me in the comments. My mom was disappointed with the movie and saw it again with me. It was worse than she remembered. Oh, God. I'm glad that all 8 Rolling Stones got inducted into the Hall of Fame, unlike the Temptations and Beach Boys. Justice for Bruce Johnson and Richard Street. Cheers to that. Richard should have been there. And Bruce. What is an album you can't stand? I get that question often, and I don't know, because I don't listen to stuff I don't like. So, I don't know. I'd have to really think about it, because I don't sit around thinking about things I don't like, you know? So if I had to pick something I didn't like, I don't like Press to Play too much by Paul McCartney. Not feeling that one too much, because he was trying to be Mr. 80s pop guy. This is not who he is. And then he realized that and put out My Brave Face, or whatever the album is, Flowers in the Dirt. And it's a great album. So maybe Flowers in the Dirt. Or no, Press to Play. I do like the song Press. I think that song is good. Right there, that's it, yeah. If you don't say, don't just stand there. Tell me to press. Nevermind, it's my favorite Beach Boys album. Right up there with Rubber Soul. Unpopular opinion. Bull Session with Big Daddy is the best Beach Boys song. Bruce Johnson's solo album? Oh, yeah, okay, I don't like that one. Thanks, yeah. Al, good point. I'm not a fan of the Bruce Johnson solo album. Just cheesy and tacky and not fulfilled, and there's no flow or cohesiveness to it. It's just a bunch of loose, random ideas thrown together to put his name on it. No good. Ricky Furtado's acting in the Ruddles movie is solid. Yeah, it is. Opinion on Paul Stanley, Live to Win. Live to Win! Many call it Paul trying to be Linkin Park. Huh. Yeah, I remember when that album came out. That was 2006 or something. And they used Live to Win in a South Park episode about, I think it was World of Warcraft. And it was really well used in the game. It was really funny. Or in the show. I haven't heard that album since it came out, though. But I like the song Live to Win. I thought it was alright. What do you think about the idea of the Beach Boys issuing each subsequent album? Wait. What do you think about the idea of the Beach Boys issuing each subsequent album after So Tough with an old studio album like they planned? Example, Holland with Smiley Smile. It would have gotten old fast. I think it worked well for Pet Sounds and Carl and the Passions, but the idea just would have gotten old fast. Disco Pipeline for life. What is a Kiss song to start with? Probably Rock and Roll All Night. Or Detroit Rock City. Shout It Out Loud. Blue Suede Shoes wasn't a good Beach Boys song. Valid. 2006, Paul went on a solo tour to promote it. I remember that. Giggins, do you like the London Calling album? It's been a long time since I heard it, but I remember liking Lost in the Supermarket and a couple other songs. My old band used to play London Calling, the song itself, and I cannot get into that song. It just marches on over and over and over again. London Calling, dun, 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 dun. Playing that song live was torture. I mean, if you like it, that's awesome. I will never say you shouldn't like a song, but for me, could not get into that damn song. Oh, that's cool, Joe. You met Pete. That's awesome. Wow. Have you been to many Beach Boys concerts? You were at the Nebworth concert? Sweet. Oh, Emily, yeah, the Dress to Kill album is fantastic. Yeah, that album's so good. London Calling is one of my favorites. That's awesome. I'm glad it is. That's awesome. Yeah, no, don't let my opinion take it away. Apparently, the Beach Boys supported Elton John at Wembley mid-70s. They blew him off the stage. Even Elton admitted it. Wow. I mean, well, at that point, Elton was still fairly new, and the Beach Boys had 15 years of hits to play. So, I mean, they could fill 2 hours, and people knew every song. So, it's going to happen. These days, Elton would be just as up there as the Beach Boys would be. Favorite Stones album? I like Between the Buttons. I like Exile. Beggar's Banquet. Basically everything from like 66 to 73 is really solid. And then Some Girls, I like that one a lot too. Yeah, I'd say like basically everything they did up to like 73. I don't know if I could pick one. Would you like it if Ricky and Blondie stayed in the Beach Boys? Yeah, they should have stayed in the Beach Boys completely. Why is the Beach Boys social media and YouTube channel so damn bad? Do you think it'll get better now? Yeah, Leopoldo, things are changing for the Beach Boys stuff. They've changed their website. The Facebook is slowly getting updated. They have a new logo that's out now. So things are changing. I'm going through changes. Favorite Queen album? Ooh. I like Queen 2. I like A Night at the Opera, Jazz, Hot Space, The Game. I'm losing my voice, guys. Sorry, I keep drinking water. Geez, there's a lot of great Queen albums. Do you listen to Elvis? Yeah, not a lot, but I do listen to Elvis. At least the Beach Boys Circle Jerk subreddit is good. An underrated deep cut of Kiss from a bad album is Turn on the Night from Crazy Nights. Yeah, Turn on the Night, that's a good song. Yeah. Live to win! Now I got that song in my head. Favorite Drifters song and album? I don't know any of their albums, but I know a bunch of their songs. I mean, Save the Last Dance is a great song. You know, Benny King was with them. Under the Boardwalk's a great song. Yeah, one of those. Little Miss America versus Hawaii? Probably Hawaii. Do you like the Rentals? Yes, I do. Yes. That first album is fantastic. I haven't kept up with the last 2 or 3 things they've done over the last like 5 or 6 years, but the 90s stuff, and then was it 7 More Minutes was the other album they had. But yeah, that first album, Please Let That Be You. Sweetness and Tenderness, it's a great song. I'm waiting for something to come through. I'm hoping I could write a real sweet tune. Yeah, that first Rentals album was really good. Do you have a favorite Beach Boys pastiche type of song? I like REM, At Your Most Beautiful. Huh. I have to think about that. Worst Kiss song in your opinion? Mine, When Your Walls Come Down. Yeah, I can see that. Worst Kiss song? Ooh. I don't really care for the street giveth and the street taketh away, or something. The name is just cheesy. Like, was it Hot in the Shade? I think is that album. Although there are some good songs on that album though. Why Still Cruising in Summer in Paradise not officially available? As of right now, I think it's something to do legally, and also sales wise. They didn't sell well. So, Summer in Paradise didn't sell well, but I guarantee you, within the next couple of years, those albums will be on Spotify. If Dennis never died, do you think we would contribute to the later albums and even make Summer in Paradise decent? If Dennis didn't die, everything the Beach Boys did after he died would have never happened. Never happened. It would have been a whole different timeline. Hooked on the Flame, gotta get your mind made up. It's so good. Heavy Beatles White Album influence. Just remastered it. Yeah, man, you're totally right, man. First album is great, as is 7 More Minutes. Check out Matt Sharp's solo acoustic stuff. Yeah, I had that album, Joe, at one point. It was that picture of him, like the black and white picture of him, like with long shaggy hair. I either have that or I had that. But yeah, that acoustical one was really good. Thoughts on Kiss's Monster album? I haven't heard that in years. I don't remember a thing from it. I remember absolutely nothing from that album. Have you heard The Relationship? Oh, totally, yeah. Yeah, I've got a couple of their albums. Yeah, I just got that vinyl reissue of the original version of their album that was going to come out in 2009, I think. They pressed like 100 copies or something. I ended up getting that from him, for Brian. Street Giveth and Street Taketh Away is awful. Tommy Thayer co-wrote. Oh, really? I know that. That's cool. When are we getting NASCAR tribute to? Kokomo would never happen. Dennis, yeah, I honestly, yeah, Emily, you nailed it. Kokomo would have never happened if Dennis was still alive. If Carl never died, would the six Beach Boys still make music together, you think? I don't know. That's a heavy question because right when Carl died, Brian was put out in Imagination or working on it. And then his solo career took off. And I think to some degree, Brian may have saw Carl dying as the end of the Beach Boys. As a lot of people did, because then Al got kicked out and all of a sudden there was two people left in the group. So, I mean, that was the end of the band at that time for a little while. But if Carl had lived, I don't know. I've never thought about that. That's a heavy question. Heavy question. Almost Summer is being put on Blu-ray? Oh my god. That's hilarious. Favorite album cover of mine is Deliver. That's a good cover. If you can go back in time and change something in the Beach Boys history, what would you change? I wish Dennis didn't meet Manson. Yeah, that would have been a good thing to change. I would have found some way to help out Dennis to get the help that he needed, get his life together, get a place to live, and just rehab that poor guy back to health. He was so freaking young. Way too young. Vinyl and Kicks 86. Hola. Mountain Dew favorite flavor. I couldn't tell you, man. I don't drink Mountain Dew. Mike Sharpie Pete Puckets versus the Country Boy. Yeah, I remember that one. Jeez, I haven't thought about that forever. Stop Dennis from diving off the boat. Yep. Beach Boys fan at school when Kokomo came out. Pretty cool there in the spotlight. Yeah, totally. Dennis's last years were sad AF. Yes, they would. Would you rather live in a universe where Smile came out, or would you rather live in a universe where Wild Honey and Smile Smile exist? Well, that's the one we're in now. So I guess this one. Because who knows if I'd be in the other one. Yeah, well, I mean, no one deserves to die, but I mean, yeah, Dennis definitely way before his time. Way before his time. Personal opinion on Mike Love. That's got to be my most requested question. I don't really have one because I don't know Mike Love. I've never met him. And when you're a celebrity, everything you do is recorded. Every stupid thing you say, every awesome thing you say is put on tape or on video. Your whole life is on display. So every good and bad moment you have is out there, and people put their thoughts together based on what they see. We all have our good and bad days. If we were all on film all the time, we'd all hate each other because you're seeing a side of someone that they might not normally show. So, has Mike said a lot of stupid stuff? Of course he has. Have the other Beach Boys done stupid stuff? Of course they have. So, is he my favorite guy in the world? No. But is he essential to the band? Of course. You know, has Mike said some really dumb things? Yeah. Have I tried to get through his autobiography? I can't finish it. So, he's not my favorite guy. Put it that way. But I do think without him, the Beach Boys would have never been the Beach Boys. They were all, what's that phrase? The whole is the sum of the parts or whatever it is. Um, yeah. So I guess that's my opinion. Bobby Goldsboro albums. No, I don't have any Bobby Goldsboro albums. Mike said, my legacy is writing music with Brian and performing them with the guy. Yeah, pretty much. But what has Mike said that has been awesome? Okay. All right, Emily, you got me there. All right. Maybe at one point he said he loves the Beach Boys or something. So, well, he has said that he loves harmony and creating harmony. So I'll say that's pretty cool. But yeah. Any hip hop acts you think Beach Boys should collaborate with for a long-awaited follow-up to Wipeout with the Fat Boys? As far as like a current hip hop group, man, it'd be interesting to see them with like the Migos. I think that would be a pretty far out collaboration. I don't know what they would do, um, but two totally different worlds. That would be pretty cool. But I can definitely see them collaborating with like Childish Gambino or maybe even like Danny Brown. Um, Tyler the Creator would be very interesting because of all the different stuff he does. I think Kendrick Lamar would be cool with them because he has some really great lyrics. I mean, there's potential there. It wouldn't be goofy and hokey like the Fat Boys thing was, because that kind of hip hop doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to see them go totally. Um, yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be different. David, hello. Hi from Portugal. Hello. Brian's stupid thing was recorded with Smart Girls. It's not the best. Not a Beach Boys related question, but do you like Frank Zappa? Yeah, not a lot, but I do like what I know. Mike's speech at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is so cringe. Yes, it is. Peter Criss is more liked than Mike Love, and apparently, according to South Park, no one ever wants to be Peter Criss. Oh, that was Family Guy. Yeah, they go to a Kiss convention, and Lois dresses as Peter Criss, and Peter's like, nobody wants to be Peter Criss, Lois. Not even Peter Criss. Playing in a new bar band. I always try to sneak in a Beach Boys song. Last band I had played In My Room and Help Me Rhonda. What would you play? Do It Again is great. I've done that song live a couple of times. That's a great song to do. Any of the car stuff is always a smash to do live. But as far as like a more obscure thing, I played Wake the World a few times. That was cool. So maybe that one. Where would we be without Mike Love in the band? Who knows? Do you think Mike is unfairly vilified? Does anyone really think working with someone as mentally as Brian would be a breeze? I don't think he's unfairly vilified. He has said some things in the past that have not been very nice. But again, people learn from their mistakes, you hope. He is seen as a villain because he's not Brian. We care about Brian. We support him. We know what he's going through, and we cheer him on. Mike is the opposite of Brian in so many aspects. And so when Brian takes over the role of the Beach Boys, he's seen as the villain because he's not Brian. As simple as that. David's stupid thing was quitting. Yeah, pretty much. Cool to know you like hip-hop a lot. Beach Boys fans have a negative opinion on the genre. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like the expert on hip-hop and modern rap, but I like what I like. And I definitely know a decent amount, but I'm not the expert. I don't think Dennis would have lasted much longer. He didn't really want to get clean. His lifestyle drove everyone away. Really sad. If they had social media back then, yes, would be in jail. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Any Casey and the Sunshine Band albums? I don't think I do. Great to hear Brian at the beginning of Janelle Monáe's Dirty Computer. Yeah, he's on there a couple. He's in a couple different songs on that one. Did Al write Help Me Rhonda? I don't think he wrote anything on that one. I met Al, Mike, Darian, and Bruce. That's on a venue in 2012. They all signed my poster and were pretty nice. I asked Mike to start playing the California Saga, and he seemed intrigued. Breakaway is one of my favorite songs. It's a great song. From my understanding, Mike has tried two things for a justifiable reason, but always does this in a bad way. Yeah, I think his words get in the way, which is what happens when you talk. So we'll do a few more minutes of this, gang, because I'm losing my voice for some reason. I'm getting totally hoarse, and I've run out of water. So we'll do a few more minutes of this. Al was by far the coolest and talked for a while. Also met Brian a few times, but sadly, other than signing my Lucky Old Son record, he didn't say much. Well, that's so cool. That is still so cool. Wow. That is awesome. Mike does talk too much. Most embarrassing childhood story? We don't have enough time for that, man. Volumes. Are you a musician? If so, what music can I check out of yours? I am a musician. I've got nothing out right now. I'm working on stuff. So I'll have an EP out before the end of the year. I hope. That Prince sounding song is so good. Janelle worked with Prince on a bunch of that album to get feedback from him, actually. So songs like Take a Bite or Way You Make Me Feel, that's like a real Prince song. It's straight out of the Kiss era. Bruce wears the shorts. Yes, he does. Do you think next year we'll get a Call on the Passions Holland sessions release? No. Maybe down the line, but I don't think we'll see it for a while. Mike wears the hat. Al has the ponytail. As did Matt. Gotta lurk outside the venues after the shows. My friends and I are always last to leave, and sometimes cool things happen. That's true, Joe. Yeah, I do that a lot with bands. I hang out and see if I can help out, bringing stuff to their van or whatever comes up. I met Jenny Lewis that way one time at a taco restaurant. Yeah, Van Dyke playing on Summer in Paradise is pretty damn random. It's a bit weird as a dominant member of the group. Mike didn't really write or produce more when Brian was less involved. Yeah, not really. Besides some of the stuff on Holland and some of the stuff on Sunflower, I'd say like 71 to 73, Mike wrote more during that era. Jess, that's awesome. I'd buy a CD box of all their duophonic mixes. Totally. It'd be so cool. Yeah, Jenny was great. We saw her when she was with NAF 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 years. I have no idea when that was. And after the show, we went. Next door was this taco restaurant. We happened to walk by. We saw her standing in there with the band, and I was like, we have to go in. And so, she was talking to a few people. And I got to meet her, and she's so tiny. I think she's about 4'9". She's very short, and I'm really tall. So I have a picture of the two of us somewhere. I'll post it on Instagram. It's a great picture. It's one of my favorite things ever. Cause she like squeezed my side, and I was like, I'm dead. This is great. Absolutely adore her. Do you think the Beach Boys would have been more respected today if they broke up in the mid-70s? Probably. Yeah. Bye. Good luck on your album. You're awesome. Oh, thanks, One Arm Gamer. Take care. Just subbed and seemed very knowledgeable. You have a great taste. Oh, thanks, Final and Kicks86. Thank you so much. Jenny Lewis of Shoot Beverly Hills fame. Yes, the same one. Rilo Kiley and everything else. Yep. That's her. Why does David Mark sign drum heads but not LPs? He never even played drums. I have no idea. I've heard about that one, man. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. All right, we'll do like 2 more minutes because my throat's definitely having a time. I didn't know you had an Instagram account. It's just Giggins with an underscore after it. That's it. So if you guys are on Instagram, feel free to follow me. I post a lot of stuff on. Well, I took about a month off, but I'm back on there now, posting again. So it's just Giggins with an underscore after it. Really easy to find. It's my drawing. My drawing is my avatar, so you'll see me there. Have you ever seen Kiss in concert? Yes, I saw them in 2014 for their 40th anniversary tour. Def Leppard opened for them. Favorite singer for Sail on Sailor? Blondie. Yeah, Joe, I'll post the picture because she's pretty active, so I'll tag her on it and see if she remembers me. I doubt it, but yeah. Bamboo or Pacific Ocean Blue? Probably Pacific Ocean. 2-for-1 question. Where are you from? And most underrated Beach Boys album? I'm from planet Earth. I don't say where I'm from. Most underrated Beach Boys album? I honestly, I'd still say Friends. I feel like a lot of people don't give that one the time of day. Been considering starting a band? Hell yeah. Lee, yeah. It's been a really rough few months for me. Between my job and everything else, it's been a very, very difficult couple of months. So I'm slowly coming back to earth. That's why I haven't posted videos at all on YouTube besides my reviews. And I filmed all these reviews 6 months ago, so they're all just slowly coming out. I've done like a couple of videos here and there, but for the most part, I've been pretty absent. So I really wanted to do this tonight to hang out with you guys. I don't have a Twitter. No. Are you a no Jones, no Stones guy? No, I like all the Stones. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up there because this voice is shot. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for all your cool questions. Hope you're all doing well. I'm gonna be getting back into this more and more, so we'll do another live stream soon. Yeah, I'm slowly putting things back together. More projects coming up in the future associated with the Giggins channel. And you'll see that soon as well, which is very exciting. So I can't wait to talk about that stuff. So, yeah, take care of yourselves. Drink water. Eat healthy. Eat a lot, drink a lot. Brush them like crazy, whatever the line is. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much. Take care. Be well. Peace and love. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.